Hello! Welcome to our lecture on quantitative research designs. In the field of education, there are several approaches used in conducting quantitative studies. These approaches might be classified as non-experimental research designs or experimental research designs. Under the non-experimental research designs include descriptive, comparative, or correlational. For experimental research designs, these are true or classical or quasi-experimental research designs. Today, we are going to describe the approaches under non-experimental research designs, specifically descriptive, comparative, and correlational. What is a descriptive research design? According to Mertler 2014, descriptive research design aims to describe and interpret the current status of individuals, settings, conditions, or events. Example: a researcher is interested in determining the level of knowledge of senior high school students on COVID-19 in Mendoza National High School. Descriptive research design is appropriate to use because the researcher's objective is only to determine the level of knowledge of senior high school students on COVID-19. Another example: a researcher is interested in determining the extent of satisfaction of students in Mendoza National High School in terms of facilities and instruction. Similar with the previous example, descriptive research design is appropriate to use because the researcher's objective is only to describe and interpret the student's extent of satisfaction in terms of a particular research issue. Comparative. A comparative research design aims to compare and contrast two or more groups of the study subjects based on a particular dependent variable. Example: a researcher is interested to determine if there is a significant difference in the level of knowledge between male and female students on COVID-19. Comparative research design is appropriate to use because the researcher is interested to determine if difference exists in the level of knowledge between the two groups, in these contexts, between male and female students. Another example: a researcher is also interested to determine if differences exist in the extent of satisfaction of students in DCQN National High School in terms of facilities and instruction, specifically between male and female students. Similar with the previous example, comparative research design is best to use since the researcher is interested in comparing the extent of satisfaction between male and female students in terms of school facilities and instruction. Correlational. Correlational research aims to look at relationships or association between two or more variables. Example: a researcher is interested to determine if there is a significant relationship between hours of study and academic performance of senior high school students. Different with the previous example, the researcher is interested to determine if relationship exists between hours of study and academic performance of senior high school students. Take note that the researcher is not interested to compare, however, to test if relationship or association exists between hours of study and academic performance. In this research design, it should be emphasized that correlation does not mean causation. In our example, even if a positive significant relationship exists between hours of study and academic performance, it would be completely inaccurate to conclude that studying for a longer period of time will cause an improved test performance because there are other variables that might influence higher students' performance. Today, we learned the different approaches under non-experimental research designs.